Back, everyone. It's been a great day so far at our 20th Emerging Growth Conference. Happy to introduce our next presenter. We have Healthcare Triangle, Inc. It trades on the NASDAQ under the symbol HCTI and enables the rapid adoption of new technologies, data enlightenment, business agility, and response to immediate business needs and competitive threats. Please welcome its chairman, president, and CEO, Suresh Venkatachari. Welcome, Suresh.
Thank you. Hi. Can I start the presentation now?
You sure may. Floor is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suresh Venkatachari. I'm the chairman and CEO of Healthcare Triangle. Healthcare Triangle is an industry leader in terms of digital transformation, and we provide a personalized healthcare and drug research and development discovery services for pharma companies and hospitals through our proprietary technologies, platforms, and automated offering. We are a recognized leader in cloud infrastructure, migration, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and security and solutions. We also implement electronic health record for hospitals to digitize the entire workflow, and also we have the optimization and integration expertise. We are moving our revenue stream into the SaaS model through our proprietary platforms. We empower life sciences and healthcare delivery organization with a cloud-first strategy to improve the outcome, quality, access, and cost of healthcare. Our target segment includes hospital healthcare provider, pharma life sciences companies, and payers and medical device manufacturer. Our predominant revenue comes from the healthcare provider and pharma life sciences, and we are slowly expanding into the payer market. We did a revenue of 31.3 million with a 27.4 gross margin last year. And revenue for the half year was doing at $18 million with 30.7 in gross margin. We work with global Fortune 500 pharmas and regional mid-sized hospitals. Our revenue streams are driven through three major things. Initially, if you see from the bottom up, it's a healthcare IT and compliance services, which we help pharma companies or hospital migrate securely into a cloud. And also we build their data science analytics, implement the EHR. And very important here is about the compliance and security in the healthcare domain, which is a very, very key requirement where we are Hipaa, high trust, and GXC certified. After we implement the software services, we move them into a managed services, which are long-term recurring revenue contracts, where we provide cloud hosting, cloud managed services, and security operations center. On top of that, we have built our three platforms. Our flagship platform, Cloud Easy. On top of that is a Data Easy for the data analytics, and Readable.ai for a SaaS model for hospitals. I will cover in the later part of the slides. We are very proud to say that we are one of the leading partner for three top cloud vendors. We are a premier partner of AWS and also Microsoft Gold, and a Google premier partner we become very recently. We bring a lot of cloud expertise and domain expertise, which we through our partnership with Epic and Meditech, which is a very unique in the industry. And also we partner with Splunk and Snowflake for our technology platforms. This partnerships helps us in terms of reach out to the market through their marketing development fund, access to the new technology. We do joint roadshows and presentation with these leading vendors, and also they bring a lot of opportunities to us. Why Healthcare Triangle was formed? The major need to address about a $300 billion opportunity in the healthcare. On the left-hand side, you see the key challenges, and followed by each individual market size. On the right-hand side is our proprietary solutions, portfolio of solutions, what we address. The key issue challenge is like a digital transformation, where we address through our Cloud Easy, and data management using our Data Easy platform, SaaS platform, and patient data interoperability through our Readable.ai. And also in this healthcare domain, as I mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge is the securing and protecting patient data. There is an average cost of about $13 billion annually this healthcare institutions spend on the data breaches. We address through our artificial intelligence, machine learning bots with a 24/7 compliance on the Hipaa and high trust. And also we address like innovations which are needed through COVID-19 where people need to access very quickly on a digital transformation. Look at our market positioning on the healthcare triangle. We address the $300 billion market opportunity in the 4 segments: cloud transformation, data science, healthcare IT, and healthcare cloud security compliance. Our model is to be like Viva, where 90% of the revenues are coming from SaaS model of revenue. And these are our global competitors in each space where we compete them using our proprietary technology. So I wanted to talk about our key competitive advantages, right? You saw the different competitors in the slide earlier. We edged over through our proprietary platform. We have invested significant amount of research and development in our platforms, and these are ahead of competition, help us to put us ahead of competition. And we are HITRUST self-certified, and third-party certifications will be available very shortly. There are only about globally 100 companies which are HITRUST certified, where customers can host their personal health records in a very secure way. And we are a born-in cloud company with a substantial subject matter expertise in the healthcare. So we bring them a lot of cross-domain experience with clinical, financial, and operational data, so that where people can able to share data between pharma to providers and even to biotech companies. And we are expert in cloud security and healthcare compliance, which is a very key to attain a dominant position in the market. And as I mentioned, we are an ecosystem of partnership. We are one of the among 80 premier consulting partner out of 70,000 plus AWS partner. And also we are an AWS audited MSP, and an independent magazine has selected as a top 21 next generation managed service provider for Amazon Web Services for the last 2 years. Our growth strategy is to intent to be a top 10 healthcare IT provider in North America. How we achieve this through the 6 pillars, actually. Accelerate through our partnership. We are also expanding our partnership with the system integrators and resellers to sell our solutions. We continue to innovate our platform and solutions, which are a very key differentiator compared to many of the providers who are driven by their people, consulting and people. And more important is our platform has a flagship integrated with all technologies, with also the compliance and security. And we are cross-selling and upselling across our customers. We are selling solutions across healthcare to pharma to payers and marketplace. And the marketplace is a very key. We deployed all our 3 platforms in the AWS and Google marketplace, which will help us to bring significant amount of revenue in a quicker fashion than a traditional model of selling through RFPs and bidding through the process. And we intend to scale through acquisitions and bring a lot of operational efficiencies. Our management team has a substantial expertise in M&A, and where we use the acquisition as a target where we can able to sell our platforms and grow significantly, and also improve their gross margin and operational efficiencies by using our infrastructure bandwidth. And we intend to expand US and global market, and our platforms are compliant for global standards, European standards, and every country's proprietary standards. I'll run through the technology portfolio very quickly. Our flagship platform is a Cloud-Easy, which is the automated cloud management platform, which helps the customer to securely migrate into public cloud, and also provide to manage their private cloud and hybrid cloud model. And it is a completely automated, and we built a lot of bots, artificial intelligence based bot, and it helps the company to meet their security and compliance on an ongoing need, where they have to provide a continuous security and continuous compliance. And it supports all 3 major cloud platforms that can integrate to any kind of software like a ServiceNow or any other tools. On top of that, Cloud-Easy, we have built our Data-Easy, which is a very, very key growing platform for us, which built a data pipeline where typically a customer takes about 6 to 9 months to build, whereas Data-Easy enabled them within a week. So the customer can able to save huge amount of cost. And also if people pay through a subscription model, it has many use cases where huge amount of petabyte of data coming in, where they need to ingest and validate and store and securely analyze, so the data scientists can do the research. We bring that in a very quicker fashion, and it supports all kind of platforms, API platforms. We are enhancing that into genomics platform too. And The third SaaS platform is Readable.ai, which is mainly used in the hospital provider network. Still, the patient records coming to the hospital via a fax or a scanned document. So the hospital has to deploy a lot of labors to OCR it and put it into the content management and then link it with the EHR system. It's a huge process and they spend a lot of money. And more than that, the accuracy level is only around 75%. So it creates a lot of adversary death rates. What we did is we partnered with Google and built a native analytics where we could able to bring efficiencies to 90 plus, 90, 95 plus efficiencies on that. And we created over 2,000 data models. It can support quickly and they can able to integrate with the EHR. Customers sees a huge benefit in cost savings and also improve their workflow. Our healthcare IT services spread across hospitals where we help them to implement two top EHRs, which are called EHR is Electronic Health Record, which is a Meditech and Epic. And also we provide optimization and support services. We provide a managed services across the hospitals where to improve their, to manage their entire outcome of the clinical. And very key is when the hospitals merge, there is a lot of interoperability issues because there is a various IT systems and we bring that integrated seamlessly. And we also host the application on the cloud for the backup and disaster recovery and also the full applications. We save about 30 to 40% on the hosting and about 11 to 15% on the managed services efficiencies. On the cloud transformation, we help both pharma companies and hospitals to securely migrate into cloud. This is done through our Cloud Easy platform with the combined with the services, where we bring an operational efficiencies to over, we save about more than 20% of the cost, and we can able to provide continuous security and compliance. On the financial slide, I'll cover through key aspects. Our current cap structure before IPO was about 29.7 million, and post IPO currently about 33 million shares outstanding. And our financial growth drivers, if you really look at it, we focus on building our recurring revenues. In 2019, we are at 23%, which grown to 49% in 2020 and to 53% in half yearly 2021. And we have a significant share in the both healthcare and life sciences business, and we are expanding to payer market. And we have signed orders, which gives us a strong visibility for a recurring revenue forecast. We will continue to invest in sales and marketing and also in our technology platform, which will make us advance against our competition. Our revenue split, we have three types of revenues, which is 70% of our revenue from software services in 2019, which is now reduced to 33%. Software services are one-time revenues, whereas the managed services and platforms are in recurring in nature. We have doubled our both platform and managed services, and we anticipate our platform to get into 50% level in the next several years. This is our quarterly income statement, and our income statement, if you really look at it, we did about, like, as I mentioned, like a $31 million in 2020 compared to 28 million in 19, and half yearly we did about an $18 million run rate. And our gross margins are improving. We are about 30% gross margin. And this year we had a less of EBITDA compared to previous year because we have spent money on IPO expenses, and also we have doubled our research and development as we moved our platforms into marketplace. And also we have increased our investment in sales and marketing. This will help us to grow for the next few years with the support infrastructure in a significant growth. And we do not have currently any debt. We have a debt of 4.3 million before IPO, and that has been already paid. So, and most of them are converted into equity. So there is no debt on the books currently. And this is our cash flow. And quickly look at our people slide. We have a very solid management team inside the company organization, where industry leaders have several years of experience in healthcare domain and also manage the companies. Our key leaders is our CFO is Tyaga. He has done both in a public and private market. And Anand Kumar is based out of Chicago. He's heading our life sciences and cloud sales. And Jason is heading our client success for healthcare. And Sudesh is our Chief Technology Officer, who leads our all platform directions. Lena Kanappan and Shibu are our board of director, and both of them heads the strategic partnership and M&A. Our key team leaders, support leaders, including Michael Gill and Christy heads our HR, and Michael Campana heads our marketing, and Michael Gill's doing a controller of finance. We are truly a global, and all our key management leadership spread across East Coast, West Coast, and Midwest. And we have one of the very strong advisory independent board of directors. Mr. Vivek Prakash is a veteran in a financial industry, about, like you say, ex-CFO for a $4 billion car, brings a lot of compliance and governance. Brendan, ex-EY, spent about 18 years in M&A valuation practice and heads one of the Carlyle Port of Investment. And Dave Rosa is a board of director with us, and he's a CEO of a publicly trading company, Neuro1, brings a lot of medical and web biotech experience. And John Leo is a seasoned capital market guy, done about 30-odd IPOs. And April is currently heading the investor relations with Microsoft. And earlier she spent with EY, Sybase. So we have very competent independent board of directors who guide us in terms of compliance and governance and growth of the business. Now the floor is open for questions.
All right, thank you for that. Okay, let's jump right in. Andre M wants to know, who is your competition and how do you plan to stay ahead of them?
So our competition, we have mentioned in we have several competitors, and we want to stay ahead of the competition through our proprietary platform. If you see the slide, there is a lot of competition from different areas like a cloud area and healthcare data science and IT services. Our key differentiator is through our proprietary platform, which is very, very unique, where we significantly do the data transformation in a weeks compared to people do in months and months, where people spend millions of dollars.
And Rick Walton wants to know, what is your procedure for securing new customers? Is it a pull type marketing, or do you take the aggressive sales team approach?
Okay, so we have we adapt a both approach. We have a very strong sales team. We have about a 12-member sales team. And also we have a digital marketing team, about like a 8-member team, digital marketing. And also we partner with big cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, Google, and Microsoft, and also like a healthcare provider like Meditech and Epic, where we do a joint lead into the customer engagement. Apart from that, we put our solutions in the marketplace, which are bringing an indirect revenue, partnership, channel-driven revenues also.
Thank you. Harold Vaughn wants to know, what's the process to acquire a customer and how long does it take? What do you spend, and are they long-term contracts?
Okay, so there are large pharma contracts which are in the multi-million-dollar, which typically goes through the RFP process. The RFP process could be anywhere between a 3 to 6 months period. But once we selected, the contracts are typically for a multi-year contracts. That generally the MSA is between 3 to 5 years, and our statement of work goes through the multiple years. And for a small customer, we will acquire the customer within a few weeks. And also in the marketplace is actually reducing the overall customer acquisition time frame for us. We are building to a long-term relationship with the customer in terms of long-term revenue generation. That's the reason what we do is like we improve into our managed services, where you see from 23% in 2019 has been significantly increased to 53% half yearly, where we anticipate most of our revenues coming from a recurring revenue, which are multi-year in the next 3 to 4 years.
Thank you for that. Chris Thompson wants to know if you can detail the use of proceeds from your IPO funds.
Yes. So we have raised about $13 million in IPO, and the predominant money we are allocated for acquisition purposes. And then the rest of the money is for our growth capital, invest in sales and marketing, and also in the research and development.
And Kate A wants to know, what's next for your company and what hurdles do you see as your largest, and how are you going to get over them?
So we intend to grow as a top 10 healthcare IT company. So this is going to be a very challenging task. So what we are doing is to grow the entire thing through, as we mentioned, our key 6 pillars, where we rely on our partnership to grow significantly. Apart from that, we will grow through our marketplace, where our platform, SaaS-based platforms, which will bring us multi-year revenue contracts, and also we can able to really boost our gross margin very significantly from the current 30% level into even 50-60% level, what we really look at. That will bring us sizable EBITDA. In terms of the hurdle, we address those hurdles through our various built-in terms of technology and the management team. And today we position as one of the global leader in the digital transformation space. And we are the only one company which has a 3 top partnership for a company of our size, like both Amazon, Google, and Microsoft.
Wow. Great. Sal Collier wants to know, how do they win businesses over the competition? How do you win business over the competition?
Okay, it's a good question. So the customers really look for not a generalized IT solution providers. They really look for a niche provider. And customers consider us a company which brings a lot of domain expertise and with a strong technology practice. And with our platforms, they can able to measure their outcome very quickly, because they really want to have a success-based, and where our solutions guarantee them in a very quicker and shorter time frame to achieve their results.
Great. Harish wants to know, what will be your revenue and your margin in calendar 25?
So we really, we are not given a guidance yet, actually. But however, we intend to be like in the next 4-5 years to reach into like, organically to about $100 million plus revenue stream. And in the 4 years, our goal is to be like $100 million. And in the 6th year, we want to be like around a $300 million revenue, what we really intend to grow.
Ellie Edwards asks, what Hipaa issues, if any, do you have to overcome? And are there any other regulatory hurdles you face?
So the very key is in the healthcare domain, it's a security and compliance. Like right question, it's a great question, right? So Hipaa, we have a compliance in Hipaa, GXP for the pharma industries, and high trust. High trust is one of the highest level of certification. It took about like a year plus for us to achieve the certification process, which helps the customer to host their data, patient data, personal health information in a very secure fashion. And also we rely on our partners like AWS or Google to have their BAA and provide a Hipaa security on hosting the data. So we do not foresee any challenges with that, because as we have built automated bots to monitor continuous security and continuous compliance, we jointly provide the security and compliance for our customers with our cloud partners.
And Gary Quinn wants to know more about your blockchain transformation and what that will do to security and what you're able to charge for your services.
So we are helping. The blockchain is going to be really revolutionized in the pharma and healthcare industry, what we believe. The pharma has to now, if you really look at it, one of the very interesting challenges is a drug track and trace, where FDA is mandated by 2023, everybody has to implement the blockchain. See, today, the pharma manufacturer produces a drug and it is going through the distribution chain and finally suppliers, and it's going to the pharma. How do you really find where is the source, when the drug is expired, all the data. So now the blockchain is providing a single trust, actually, with the distributed data where people can able to provide a single trust, and it provides a security for their customers. So that's what we feel is a great opportunity for us, and our solution address very specific challenges in the pharma industry, and also in the hospital healthcare. We see a great opportunity coming in terms of where patient records, they want to store it over a public blockchain network or a private blockchain network where we can able to enable. So today, you have your own medical data, but it's spread across different hospital groups. If you go from one hospital group to another hospital, you do not have your medical record transform. So where we bring in this through blockchain network, and we believe the blockchain is going to advance a lot in the healthcare market. And our solution is, we partner with a blockage. Our solution is positioned in a way to address the big challenges, which provides a continuous security and continuous compliance on a distributed model.
Great, thank you. Kyle Salsi wants to know, why do you think your stock price dropped initially from IPO, and how do you think the stock will rebound?
So I think it's initially, I think people are shorting and whatever they are doing it. But what we believe is, as the company, we are growing, our revenues are growing, and we have a growth plans through acquisition and through organic. So we believe that by doing this in the next few quarters, the stock price will reflect the true value of the company, because we are just went into public. We do not have enough marketing coverage in the market. As we build, more research analysts will cover our stock. Automatically, the price of the stock will reflect in future.
And what is your ownership profile post IPO? Richard Handke wants to know, what is Secure Cloud Technologies' current ownership percentage?
It's a Secure Cloud currently owns around 70+% on the healthcare triangle. And whereas the management team has about a control over the Secure Cloud, about a 40%. So the management in turn has a 40% control of the healthcare triangle.
Great. Last question from Cam Morris. Cam saying, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I see your top line growth consistently at about 10% since 2019. What hurdles do you have to get over to boost this to 20 to 30%?
It's a very good question. I think we are poised for a growth because during 2019 to 2021, we are self-funded. We do not have a great access to the capital. By leveraging the public market capital, it will accelerate our growth. That's number one. And acquisition also will help us to grow our top line significantly. And we have invested in sales and marketing in 2020 significantly and continue in 2021. So this will accelerate our growth from on the top line from 10% into even larger growth, what we believe.
All right. Well, great presentation, everyone. And we hope that you'll join us again in the future to give us updates of your company. And we thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, everyone, stay with us. We have one more company presenting. We'll be right back with them.